People question results access more than they question the science. So let's get clear on who receives paternity test results and why. I'm based in East Orange, New Jersey, and I serve Essex County, nearby New York, and clients beyond. Here's the clear, practical way to understand who gets results, who doesn't, and what to ask before you book so you don't get stuck later. People book a test assuming whoever pays gets the results, or only one person should receive it, or I can decide later who sees it. That's not how reputable testing works. Here's the core rule, whether it's legal or non-legal. Results and case information are shared only with authorized individuals. In most private paternity cases, that means the people who were tested or the legal guardian who provided consent for a minor. If you weren't tested and you didn't provide legal consent for the child, you typically should not expect to receive results, even if you paid. Remember, payment covers the service, authorization controls access to the results. This is where people get surprised. Paying for paternity test does not automatically give someone the right to the report. If you didn't test and you're not the consenting legal guardian for the child, paying doesn't turn you into an authorized recipient. That's one reason it's so important to set up your case correctly at the start, because reputable labs protect the tested parties by releasing only to authorized individuals. Now, legal testing adds an extra layer. Legal testing is structured and documented, which is partly why it's widely accepted. And in some legal cases, especially when a court or agency is involved, there may be specific instructions about how results must be distributed. For example, in some court-ordered situations, the lab sends results directly to the court, and the parties receive the outcome through the court process. So the right question isn't, can you send it to whoever I want? It's, what does this case require for results release? If this test is being requested by a third party, like an attorney, a court, or an agency, here's a smart move. Bring the requesting documentation. That way, the lab knows exactly how results should be routed and who the authorized recipients are. Without that documentation, delays and disputes can happen, not to mention added costs. A clean setup prevents the results are not done, but I can't get them situation. Let me make this very clear because it protects everyone. You cannot ask for results to be sent to someone who was not tested and is not authorized. You cannot ask for results to be withheld from a tested participant who is authorized to receive them. And if you're calling regarding results, you should expect that access is based on authorization, not personal preferences. That's how professional testing stays credible and private. Before you book, be clear on 1, who will receive copies of the results for this case? 2, if a child is involved, who is the consenting legal guardian on the paperwork? 3, is this private testing or is it being requested by a court, agency, or an attorney? If a third party is requesting it, what documentation should be provided so the lab can route results correctly? 5, how will results be released? Is it by portal, email, or postal mail? And what's the expected timeline? If you ask those questions up front, you avoid the most common results access problems. Paternity Pros serves East Orange and the entire state of New Jersey, also nearby New York and beyond. Until next time, this has been a true story by Paternity Pros.